In this OnShape tutorial, we're going to show you how to take this multi-body part and use the laser joint feature script to generate a series of finger joints along each of the edges. So this is a really great feature script. It's fast and it's easy. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here. You'll see where my search tools are. To the left of that, you should see this icon, or you may see some other icon if you've already installed feature scripts. But in any case, we want to go to this little drop down here arrow and go to where it says add custom features. That's going to bring it to this panel. On this panel, I want to go down to where it says public. And then in my search, I want to look for laser joint. And then we'll click on the magnifying glass to run the search. And you'll see the third one that comes up for me right here is the feature script laser joint. So if I click on that, I can then come down here and select this one. Now, I'm not going to click on this because I already have it installed in here, so I'm good to go. But you'll notice I have a lot of other feature scripts that I play around with. So now that I have that installed, I can come back to my dropdown and I can choose the laser joint feature script, and it brings up this menu here. So there's two different ways I can do this. In single, it allows me to come along and select an edge where two pieces overlap, right? So I can select this one and I can select this one, and I could say I want 3 pins or I want 5 pins. Okay. I can make a whole bunch of other changes. I'm not really going to mess around with these for now because I didn't want to go too deep on this. What we're going to use instead is automatic. So instead of individually setting up the laser joint along each edge, I'm just going to use automatic and let that do it for me. I'm going to go back to 3 pins. And then the sizing I want to use is going to be adaptive. So by turning on adaptive sizing, it's going to allow the software to figure out what size pins it needs to create 3 equally sized fingers going along each edge. Now, the default typically from what I've seen has usually been 10 millimeters. So for the minimum pin width, and the maximum pin width is 50 millimeters, which is fine. So what I want to do now is I want to zoom out and I want to select all of my geometry. When I do, you'll notice with a minimum pin width of 10 millimeters, I'm not getting any pins along this vertical joint. So if I change this to a smaller number, okay, and the reason why it doesn't work is because this is 18 millimeters tall, and if I had 3 fingers at 10 millimeters each, then that would be 30. So you can't fit 30 inside of 18. So we're going to change this to 4, and that allows this to automatically size up what it needs to create that joint. So now if I green check, you'll see I have 3 fingers here. All right, and that's the real trick. If you have something really, really small, or an edge or a joint between 2 pieces that's really small, you may have to reduce your size. Okay, and once that's done, you can go on to the next video where we're going to show you how to make a quick drawing out of this.